Alright, you there, Ben?
I am here. And I've started streaming again. Let's hopefully stay going now.
Yeah.
The safety car being turned off.
That's rather frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
I'm looking forward to. The demon's still in the picture. The other Ferrari in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, Callum is in the lead. Oh, big lock up though. That's the thing, a one-shot quali. There's only one chance to get it right. If you get it wrong, then you're going to suffer. It looks like there might be a conversation going on in the lobby still. Demon appears to be talking a lot.
Yeah, he needs to come
Can you send him another invite, Dave? Hopefully you want to keep the stream going.
He's in here, he's changed his priority.
Oh, okay. Well, Demon actually somehow managed to set a time quicker than Barley.
Oh, for crying out loud, Demon.
But he will be on the other side of the grid, so it'll be fine. Right. So we've got a bit of a depleted field. Some people hadn't stuck around for one reason or another. Oh, I can hear rain.
Oh dear.
This will go down well. Yeah, and we're going straight away.
Okay, straight out, gentlemen. I was trying to talk to Rob.
Yeah, that's just the name.
He's not as the manner, but I'm in a strange view. I don't normally use that view. How do you change views, Ian? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's missing. It's missing the steering wheel. Oh, I hope that's not a glitch. That would really screw me over.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not racing.
What means 3P reset to track? Oh, it's gone. My AI drives driving around like only than anything.
Yeah, Demon, just stop and you'll get put back on the grid because you'll be holding yeah, your wheels are spinning.
Yeah, still yours.
It's not giving me a countdown if I park there. Oh, there we go. Stopped on
Yeah, it takes a while. Yeah, we noticed, Demon, that your car actually set a lap, so you actually managed to qualify higher than one of the GP2 drivers.
How did that? I didn't even leave the thing though. I wasn't even on the game.
Did you leave yourself paused?
Possibly.
Well, your car would have gone round then.
What, he'd have gone out by himself? What, left the
garage
by himself?
Well, it's one-shot quality, so it just goes round, doesn't it? It doesn't come out the garage, it goes straight into a lap. Yeah.
Oh, God. Right, okay, well, I'll get out of these guys' way.
You're on his lap.
So you should be alright. But yeah, just let them pull away and then retire. Obviously, safety car's off now, so there's no risk of causing any havoc this time round. Just retire, you might as well. And that is Callum right behind him. Oh, and Callum,
there's contact.
very...
Callum nearly goes to
But we've got a Ferrari into the wall down in 9th.
That will be J19 because we're watching Callum up in P2.
He's got a good run. He's going for Raven Mikey. Right, the radar down here is the rain's not going to last too long. It's got some bright skies.
Putnam's dad's got a good run now and he's into P3.
Made a good move.
P2 is just ahead of him.
Oh, it's gone wide. And he's going to have him. He's up to P2.
Great move there by the Toro Rosso driver.
Ferrari's struggling, he's off the track there.
He's coming into the pits. Has he got damage?
He broke his wing on that first turn 3, I think it was.
And he's speeding into the pit lane as well. That was a speeding scenario as well there.
Yeah, he's being held in the garage here. I think he's got to stop and go. He has indeed got to stop and go.
On his pit stop.
Callum leaves the pits now with a fresh set of intermediates on. But is that the McLaren crew ready enough? I believe it is. Also, there's a Renault in with a new front nose. We've also got a Williams coming in. A Toro Rosso's coming in. This pit lane is getting busy down here, guys.
We're going to have a very spread out field after the door.
Most of the drivers are going back out on a fresh set of intermediates. We've got a Haas coming into the pit. He also looking like a new front nose and a fresh set of hitters. That's Class Mac. He's dropped. He's away. He goes. It's a good stop by the Haas team. Sorry, back to you guys.
So I'm just on board with Son and he's chasing down the Williams. Pretty close.
You're right, Callum has been handed a speeding in the pit lane. He's got a drive-through penalty to take that in the next 3 laps. Also, Callum did get a stop-go penalty too. And it looks like the Mercedes driver's under investigation, Mike Mayhem, for having a collision there with the McLaren driver of Mike Whiteside.
And Soulman's just made the move.
No, unfortunately I did miss that. I was on board with Mike Mayhem, seeing him struggle all the way back down in 10th place at the moment.
We've got Barley down in 5th, coming down the straight now. I believe he's got one of the Toro Rossas, it looks like, in front of him there. He's quite close. It is the Toro Rossa of Soulman.
Wellesley Bob, is that the Renault lagging, is it?
Probably putting on the fiddle a bit.
But a man on the move at the moment is Puva. And the Toro Rossa. Oh, sorry about that. I was too busy watching the timing screen.
Is that possibly for a penalty?
I think that might be his drive-through. That was Callum, yeah. I think Callum was serving his drive-through there, Dave, sorry.
Meantime, Dave 1025 is pulling away nicely at the front. Got a nice healthy lead of about
6 seconds.
Yeah.
Just under 6 seconds.
So I had a message pop up on my screen which obscured the gap.
And now it's
Callum.
Yeah,
7.2.
Dave 1025.
Callum looks like he's lining up the Haas. He's got a nice little run on the back straight.
Oh, we've got a possible move into the far chicane there. These guys in 10th and 11th are already over a minute behind. Really strong.
I think the weather's getting better. We've got J19 exiting the pits on another set of intermediates. It looks like, isn't it? I didn't actually see the stop. It's all looked frantic down there in pit road. It might have just been a drive-through, but.
And now the other Ferrari's coming in the pits. So what's this for?
And they all seem to be struggling out there. Do you think it might be wet weather? None of the teams are ready in the wet weather tyre at the moment.
It's still intermediate. I think they're just.
It's a new front wing going on Callum's Ferrari there, and another fresh set of inters. I don't know how many sets of inters these guys have got. I think it's only 3 per team.
It's still intermediate weather out there. I think these guys are just struggling to find the grip with these. Obviously, with heavy cars now, you got to remember they are on full fuel as well now. First time these guys have probably driven on full fuel in the wet. So these guys are struggling.
Just about stays
We've got. I'm not going to trust anything I see on Wellesley Bob's screen. He's bouncing around the show at the moment. So our leader Dave, 10.25, he's got quite a good lead there, gents. Do you think his pace will last? Or?
I think he's looking at that. I mean, this field is very spread out, so when he does come into points, I think
We'll
see what happens.
I think that's Callum, the back mark. He's got an endurance there, it is indeed. This is a treacherous track when it's wet. It doesn't get much water on this track, and obviously when it does, it really sort of sits on the surface. the sun does come out, it will burn it up really quickly. But the news down here on pit road is it's going to remain for the next 10 or 15 minutes and possibly will dry up.
And if it does dry up, I think we could maybe see changes of some drivers making further preparations.
Well, Wellesley's just exited the pits and it's saying that he's in first place, but I'm sure that can't be right. Although it is saying that Dave is now in second. He might have a few issues with the timing screens, it's wet conditions.
It's now showing Dave as the leader again.
We've got Barley going wide at the second to last turn. Really spinning off there. Must be getting a lot wetter out there. And it was turn 15.
He's looking pretty well.
We've got a Renault that's disconnected. Unfortunately, wet conditions out there today playing havoc with people's connections. Guy, could you throw it out there? How long do you think these intermediates are going to last? I know we're at lap 6. Is possible to do maybe a one stop if it stays wet?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Not.
I mean, they should be lasting a little bit longer than this.
It also depends on how smooth these guys can drive. If they're thrashing it around, losing the rear a lot, they're obviously going to burn the tyres out a lot quicker.
Sorry, so we've got the Ferrari mechanics out in the pits, readying up for Callum. He's coming in now. I believe this is his fourth stop, and it looks like he's having another front wing and another set of intermediates. He must be costing Ferrari a fortune then today. I'm sure that's his third front nose and his third set of tyres.
Or I think Dave just tried to allude to there. It isn't a case, he may not have any fresh sets left, but all his sets have only done like 2 laps, so they're pretty effectively fresh as it is anyway. So,
he's still out on track.
Yeah, it looks like he's just either quit or lost connection. Hopefully we can get back in, otherwise we're going to have a situation like we had in the F1 League test race.
Oh, I was doing that quick myself. You can assign me to do stuff like that if you want. You don't buy a dog and bark yourself. He's actually gone offline, so I'm going to message him anyway in case he's got the smartphone or whatever it is. Technology these days.
I'll probably be Soulman. Yeah, Soulman just passing. Fair play to Soulman, being up into 4th place in his opening stint.
Yeah.
Good
start. I think those 2 rushes though running well for it.
I have to say though, it doesn't look like he's comfortable out there though, Soulman. The car does seem to be very loose, and very unpredictable at this stage. He's locking up a lot, the rear is stepping out every so often. So although he's in P4, he's having to work hard to stay on the track and stay in P4.
We've got Mikey 14 seconds behind the leader. Just over a second and faster than the rest of the field.
looks like J19 and the Ferrari is starting to close up on Barley in the Williams for P5.
Just to mix it up here, now walking down the pit here, and it definitely looks like we're getting the rain has definitely stopped coming down in the pit lane at the moment.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's definitely stopped raining in pits.
I concur. I'm on board with J19, and I can't see any rain falling. The only rain I'm seeing on the camera is obviously from the spray from Barley's car in front of him, who's just gone wide, and J19 passed him for P5. Nice little opportunist move there, making the most of Barley's error. He's now currently P5.
Well, like I said earlier, it dries out really quickly here in this part of Australia. If it continues as is, we'll be firing up the bobbies very shortly.
And we've already got our first move. Mike Whiteside is on
that's
dries.
Mike Whiteside, he pitted and he's gone on to the soft tyre. I missed that while I was checking the weather reports. He's rolling the dice.
Look, I'm on board. It looks a bit... I was going to say, it looks a bit too early for those dry tyres.
It's certainly drying out there, but he's got no grip at the moment. Let's see how he is through the... No, he's mid-speed third gear for that fast.
It's probably a bit too early. Maybe a lap too early.
Just keeping out the barrier.
Breaker marker sign.
But it is too early for the dry tyres, so that would be good information for all the other drivers out there.
Maybe only a lap or two early there. Oh no, there's a bit of snap. Okay, yeah, definitely too early.
Yep.
Maybe heard that one.
Another lap or two maybe. And I think we've got a battle position for 5th and 6th. Is it J19 or he's overtaken Wellesley? I do apologise.
Wellesley's obviously
the AI.
a couple of laps down as AI, so but it looks like Mayhem has got past Barley as well in the last couple of laps. Mayhem is now up to P6.
Sorry to cut you there, Vernon. All of the teams now ready in slick tyres. All the teams now ready in slick tyres.
We have a huge incident. Soulman has just come off the back thing.
Oh, is he
still
We've
going?
also had We've also had a McLaren of Mike Whiteside there, unfortunately. I think he dropped it on turn 13.
Soulman's got a puncher, left rear puncher.
And the McLaren's really struggling on them drives. I still think it's too early. I'm watching Mike here, his times, he's struggling.
Has to put dries on. If he puts the into the clear end, coming a lap later.
Staying out of the way as J19 and Mayhem approach him. Good driving there from Soulman, keeping off the racing line.
He just came out of that high-speed chicane and then on the grass and then collected the barrier. Looks like he would have destroyed the car.
Unfortunately, guys, going on to these dry tyres when the conditions are still a little bit damp as they are, you still really need to get on top of the tyre and twitch them on as fast as you can, because the slower you go, the colder they'll get.
Let's see what he puts on.
It's still a lot of spray. I could see dry tyres. Okay, yeah, soft tyres.
It's the soft tyres. It's almost feeling like the track's ready. Mike's now getting a little bit up to speed now in the McLaren. It finally looks like it's gripping the road as he loses the car at turn 4, 5.
Soulman goes straight on at turn 1 coming out of the pit lane. So it's getting closer, I think, as you're saying, but I'm watching these guys on the inters and there's still spray being kicked up off these tyres.
Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of just trying to take a bit of a gamble.
Soulman looks like he's gone straight on at turn 3.
Soulman had no choice.
Well, sometimes, you know, unfortunately with Lady Luck, you ride it until she bucks you, or you don't ride at all, right?
So that is now 8th place that has been lapped in this race as well.
He's bucking up the road, but we're still driving strong. And we've
Battle
got
here
them.
for
I believe we've got Williams leaving the pits now, and Mikey from Hull. He's gone back. It's intermediates for Mikey from Hull there.
Interesting.
So he clearly feels like the track has still got a few more laps to go till it dries out.
Solman's retired. Or has he crashed? Or did he crash out?
They're clearing the space in the garage. So it was like a retirement.
We've got Barley
And we've got
the
a
pits
Williams.
now.
Yeah, we've got a Williams coming to the pit. Let's see what tyres it looks like they're readying up a set of softs for him here. It certainly looks like the softs are out of the blankets.
I'll tell you what, Barley was making sure that he wasn't going to get done for speeding. He actually ended up going into reverse gear.
Indeed it is.
Going into the pit lane there.
Barley goes onto a fresh set of softs. Just to remind our viewers there's no need now to run the option or the mandatory tyre as it's wet. That gets thrown out the window, that rule. You can run whatever tyres you like now.
It still looks a little bit too wet for... I can see debris approaching the far chicane. And it looks like
the
a
Williams
Toro
has had a
also.
bit of a slide, sorry. Barley's had a bit of a slide on them slicks down at, it's too early. He's had a bit of a spin down at 3 and 4. Taking it really easy, which is probably the worst thing to do. You really need to jump on it and get some more heat into him. Backing off, he's not going forward.
It's a nice little battle for 4th place, guys.
Yeah, I'm just on board. Got Mayhem,
road. Sorry,
Mayhem
guys.
in the pits as well, on the Mercedes.
I think, yeah, that was maybe another drive-through there for Callum. It doesn't look like he's changed his tyres as his teammate comes up behind him. And we've got a Mercedes in pit road.
Super soft for Mayhem.
And Callum running into the gravel there, letting his teammate take the position.
Mayhem.
From what to dry tyres, it makes sense to run the super soft.
I was going to say, Mayhem may have played this well, going for the softest dry tyre available. It should offer him a little bit more grip than the soft tyres that the majority of the cars have gone on to at the moment.
I think all those who put on the softs are maybe going for a durability thing, maybe not realising how much grip they'd give up.
Dave 1025 does another lap, obviously finding that it's intermediate still not ready for the dries. Be interesting to see what his teammate Mayhem does on the super soft.
He's obviously communicating to everything. But he's kept on the track so far.
Does it look fast though? Does it look a little careful?
Mayhem's doing really well, yeah. His lap times here
Right, yeah.
look pretty good, look pretty solid at the moment. Sorry, Dave.
Well, we haven't done that yet, but we'll find out in a minute.
Well, I'm down with the Mercedes crew right now, and Toto Wolf's looking pretty happy with the pace so far. It's hard to tell what Nicky Lauder's thinking, but it's hard to tell what he's thinking anyway. I'm sorry, we have got some action in the pits. We've got a Williams exiting the pits, and that's Mikey Hull. We've also got a Ferrari in. Mikey Hull's gone on to the super softs on the Williams. I'm just trying to find out now. Oh, it's Callum again. He's actually pitted for a set of soft tyres on his Ferrari this time.
Dave 1025 staying out on the inters.
Melbourne managed to decrease his time just slightly, but his tyres are clearly at the second point.
Well, Dave, our leader, he's still out on the intermediates.
Putterland's pitting now.
Slick tyres.
Putterland is now heading your way, Demon. Putterland P2 coming in.
Sorry, I'm picking up Putter. I do apologise. I've got him here. He's coming in. Toros crew ready. It looks like they've got a set of super softs ready. They're not out of the blankets just yet. And no, it's another set of intermediates.
Ooh,
now,
I bet that must be a mistake.
sure whether or not
Yeah, that's going to be an error, surely.
Unless, gentlemen, unless there's more rain on the way that he's aware of that we're not. If it starts raining now, he's played an absolute blinder. But it could be a first mistake there from the Toro Rosso.
He does have a pit stop in hand ahead of P3.
Well, we got Wellesley Bob's Renault on the AI. The AI deciding that it's super soft tyres. Mike at some point has gone into the pits in the McLaren. Sorry, Dave, but he's gone into it and he's now on the super soft tyre. Still struggling a little bit out there, if I'm honest. The Ferrari of J19, he's come in the pits again. He's I think onto the soft tyre now rather than the super soft. I don't know why these drivers are switching tyres.
I would love to see the race department right now to see exactly how many times these people have stopped so far. There seems to have been a lot of stops in the first 14 laps.
I can run you through my little thing here. We've got Callum who's leading the way there in his Ferrari. He's actually had 5 stops.
Putland is
Dave,
back
our leader, is just... Sorry.
I was going to say, yeah, Putland is back into the pits a lap later. Looks like he was...
Change his tyres.
I think he was meaning to go to the dry tyres, but for some reason the Toro Rosso team put him back onto intermediates.
Yeah, I've actually just spoken. I've had a quick word with Frank Tokes. He can agree and confirm to me that they did actually mess up his call. He's gone on to the medium tyre now.
That's interesting.
So he's maybe going to try and eke out this stint
now go as far as possible. Yeah.
He's still in second.
And he's gone straight on. No grip from those mediums. He's got straight on at turn 1. And there's Mikey
really
Hull.
Not going to help his goals.
Mikey Hull has gone into P2.
And the Renault is still causing problems there. We've had a McLaren. Is he crashed? I think the McLaren's crashed.
I think, yeah, the Mike Whiteside has crashed out.
Well, I hope he's alright. He didn't quite flip the car upside down, but let's hope he's alright for the next race. I hope. Never like to see a crash out there on the track. Hope the driver's okay. It might well have been. He was in the vicinity of the AI.
So we're down to 8 drivers already as well.
There's still a lot to go in this race.
Looks like Mayhem is caught right into Covenant. He's on the super soft, so he's going to have a bit of a time defending.
Yeah, there's some strange tyre strategies playing out there. Most of the bottom half of the runners that are on the softs could have really taking the biggest gamble there on the mediums.
I think he's trying to get time,
What kind of lap times is he running on?
A good exit from Mayhem.
He's going to string together maybe a good lap.
Ooh, there's contact there into turn 1. Putland did not want to give that place up, and they just met on the exit.
Well, what turned out to be a really dismal morning here in Australia, it's actually turned out to be quite a nice afternoon. The sun is now shining. These guys will be happy now to get rid of them wet weather tyres.
Have we actually got any battles out there at the moment? I'm not sure we have.
Not now, not since Mayhem got this problem. Anyway,
He's not that...
is catching him.
Mayhem isn't that far behind Mikey Hole either. And if anything goes from the test race, Mayhem was very quick in the GP2 test race at Spain a couple of weeks ago. So we might see Mayhem possibly catch up the Williams for P2 in the next few laps.
Was he not winner there at Catalonia?
Yes, Mayhem was. He
just completely dominated, if I remember rightly.
Struggling.
Do you think the track may be still a little bit damp offline? A little bit still, as I said. It does look like the drivers are still struggling a little bit with the conditions, even though there's no run.
Probably seems to stay less pace a bit.
Yeah, Mike Mayhem is catching Mikey Hull slowly but surely here. He's slowly catching him. And our cheeky driver Dave 1025 is quite a lead here, guys. He's doing really well.
He's got about a 43 second lead right now.
Which is kind of a pit stop in your pocket, really. Which
it's almost 2 pit stops.
Almost.
And if these two start battling for P2, that gap will only get bigger.
It won't be long there, I think. He's really pushing. And Mike's really pushing too in the Mercedes. Mike May is really pushing.
I remember from last season, Dave was really good on his tyres. So it'll be interesting to see what his strategy's like. Could go a long way.
Well, I think with the wet start to the race, it's kind of negated a little bit of everyone's tyre strategies. As I said before, that's kind of gone out the window now a little bit.
Well, kind of, but then part of them is now on these mediums. Some guys out there in the softs and some of the super softs, so it's still a little bit mixed up. And we've still got quite a way to go as well, so it's just going to do one stop or one stop or 2 stops.
Mayhem's now into the DRS.
I think effectively with the rain stretching on for 10 laps, it's kind of maybe put everyone's strategies a little bit closer together now. I think the 3 stop, the fastest way around the track, it's probably now gone down to a 2. But then I did notice that quite a lot of drivers have been in and chopped and changed a little bit at the crossover point. I was all a little bit unsure of when that exactly was.
So J19 catching pumping right side by side.
Putnam does appear to be really struggling on those medium tyres. Oh, he's wide, very wide. I have a feeling he may have chosen those medium tyres to try and make up any time difference he'd lost by the mistake in the previous pit stop, by going onto the intermediates again. No, it's not working.
Well, news fresh from Toro Rosso. I've just been down to ask them down there. It was actually a driver call, gentlemen. It wasn't a planned going to the medium tyres. It was actually a driver call. He actually asked for the mediums to be fitted.
Just to give you an idea of how much time he's losing, Mayhem only passed him a few laps ago and he's already 12 seconds up the road from Putterland. So it just shows how much time Putterland is losing right now on those medium tyres.
They're on the radio to him now, they're screaming at him, does he want to come in and maybe get back onto a more competitive tyre, but he's continuing around.
Well, probably say you'd want to come in and put the socks on.
I mean, the crazy thing is he didn't have to run that tyre. Maybe if it was, you'd get some longevity out of it rather than have an outpace.
We've got a battle for second on here, guys. Mercedes has caught his wheels.
It's quite quiet down here in pit road at the moment, so I'm going to have a look at a monitor and have a look at this battle. Looks like the Mercedes is getting fantastic traction. Is he going to make a move now down into...
Thought better off it. Probably waiting for DRS. Probably is going to be his best chance. I would probably say it'd probably be an easy chance going into turn 3 that it would into turn 1. Not really a braking zone turn 1.
He's got good traction out of 16. He's got the DRS activated, I believe.
Yep. It was a bit wide out the last corner though, so he lost a bit of ground.
So there's a back marker coming up
and another DRS zone being activated here, down into turn 3.
Not close enough.
The drag reduction system.
His rear distance will be a little bit loose as he tries to those corners.
Now this Renault really needs to be getting blue flags here. It is getting blue flags. I want to keep going on about the blue flags. They're an instruction, they're not a request. It means get out of the way. These guys are going at it. Down into the chicane. Back straight, it's a tricky turn. This is
good slipstream.
Opens up a bit of rain. They come down now to 11 and 12. It's tricky 12. You can't be too greedy with that curve on 12. I've seen a lot of drivers go up there recently. Down into 13. Maybe a little bit of a sniffies lining up now into 14 for a... Where's the DRS activation zone? It's not until after this turn 15. They come round.
He's a lot closer this time.
Zone. He's definitely within the 1 second.
Here we go. This will be it, surely.
The Williams going defensive.
Has he got enough straight line speed?
Side by side into turn 1.
It's going to be side by side.
Slam on the brakes. Oh, the Williams
well defended.
There. Great decovering. Decovering?
Oh,
that's not even a word.
Mikey Hole lost the rear out of turn 2 and it's put him under pressure into 3.
He's got the DRS again. The Williams there,
showing
the Mercedes engine.
Oh, and he's done
it. Mikey Hole's still there. What a recovery.
This is a great battle. This is what we've been waiting to see all night, gents. This is it. Who said the GP2 drivers were very good? It's some of the finest racing you can get to see online.
And this will be frustrating, Mikey Hole. Not Mikey Hole, Mike Mayhem, sorry.
Well, they're both
real straight line speed. Here we go.
They're both running the Mercedes engines here. I'm wondering, is Claire Williams now getting a call from Toto Wolff asking about next year's engines? Maybe they want to consider that as they're battling.
Mayhem just seems more confident under the brakes, out of the corners, and he appears to have more straight line speed as well down the straights, but he just can't seem to get by.
Here he goes again into turn 16s, into activation zone. He's definitely got the DRS.
Oh, Mikey Hole losing the rear.
Really going defensive there, was he, or was that?
No, I think he lost.
Was that a car control?
I think he lost the rear.
It's going to be tight into one.
Oh,
He
he's
goes
done
round
it.
the outside.
What?
That's a great
Absolutely
move.
fantastic move.
And also he's got the DRS action again. Slowly pulling away from the Williams. Does they go down into 3? Oh, lost a bit of traction there in 3.
Mikey Hole staying with him at the moment. Can he try and come back? Or Mayhem now pull away? I think now he'll start to pull away. And can he do anything about that 45-second gap to his teammate in the remaining 35
over the
laps?
start-finish line now. Dave, our leader in the Mercedes, he goes over to start at 24.58.
I doubt he can really that lead. Or another lap.
He was just taking 4/10 in that middle sector alone, and that was also.
I don't think fighting with the Williams there has helped his cause in trying to catch up.
I'm keeping an eye on that gap.
Whatever, it is a Mercedes point.
Yeah, they would be happy about that. Williams desperate for some points on the board in the first race.
Was that a second in the third sector there?
No, actually, the gap actually went up by 1/10. So,
They were excited for a minute. Wow,
we'll see what he can do. Maybe they're coming towards the end of their stints. I'm not quite sure how long these super soft tyres can last.
Our leader's had a little bit of an off at 13. It's that pesky Wellesley Bob in the AI car there, and there's a Ferrari getting involved there.
Is that Callum?
Himself.
Is that Callum unlapping himself? It is.
I think it is, it certainly is.
Dave's in the pits.
He's pitting the Mercedes crew. Get in there. I think they're going to maybe stay on the super softs. I can't really see through the book hits, but that looks like it's actually it's the soft tyre. He's going to try and eke this out a bit longer. The soft tyre's fitted. Great stop there by the Mercedes team. They've got that well drilled.
See what pace this Dave will have now on the soft tyre.
Michael Hall's coming into the pits, probably trying to get one.
Indeed, the Williams mechanics are out and ready. There's also the Mercedes team packing up. It's the soft tyre as well.
No,
it's the medium tyre. My eyes deceive me. Thanks for that, burn.
Trying to get to the end of those. It's not
33 laps. It's possible, I guess.
You could possibly do 25, and then maybe go on to the super softs for a very short splash and dash.
That's an interesting strategy. Let's see how that one works out.
Well, I think the wet weather at the beginning of the race there has really sort of made everyone go to plan B, or maybe even plan C.
I think they're on plan F on some of these cases.
I won't press you for what the F stands for, just keep it clean.
Probably F for fuming, maybe, in some of these guys' cases.
Yeah, sure, yeah. We'll go with that.
We'll see now whether Dave is able to pull out more of a gap on the fresh softs, or whether Mayhem has still got pace on super softs.
I think he was just moving out of the way there. We've got Callum exiting the pits again. He's gone to the super soft tyres.
How many stops is that for him now?
He's had quite a few, if I'm not going to lie. He's actually been in the pits now 6 times. I think one more time he gets a trophy.
He's now going to be on the blue flags.
And we've got an interesting situation going on here. We've got Barley coming out of the pit lane and he's on the intermediate.
That's got to be a team
What?
error there, surely.
What is that about?
I can confirm that. I'm looking at intermediates, but I think we might have a problem. That can't be right. Let me go.
Well, I'm on board with
the
him.
team and I'll get back to you.
I'm on board with him and he's on inters. It doesn't appear to be raining.
Sometimes that lies.
Yeah, he's
But no, you're right. He's on
gone
inters.
straight on at turn 3, so it's a very bizarre call there from Barley. And why has he gone to those tyres? I think Dave 1025 made a mistake this lap because Mike Mayhem's taking 4 seconds out of him.
Okay, sorry, news in here, guys. I've just had a quick work there. I've just grabbed a quick word with Rob Smith down at Williams. He's confirmed that Barley actually asks for intermediate tyres. There was a setting on the steering wheel that confirmed he went onto the inters. They think it's a mistake. They couldn't confer with the driver.
I think Dave was helped by the car on that lap, and also by the
Yeah, Mayhem has just got held up by the Renault in the last corners. The gap's gone back up to 8.3 and it was 6.4. So yeah, he's lost 2 seconds. So he'll start on that Renault.
Okay, now the Williams crew are actually getting ready again. I think it's for Barley again.
That must
his mistake.
Must have been a mistake going on to those. We've got yellow. Did have yellow flags at the start of sector 2 there briefly.
there was the Ferrari just went off track and Dave's just went past him there.
It's dominant performance from the Williams.
We've got Putland in the gravel, turn 3.
And we have indeed got the Williams crew ready and up to receive Barley. Now let's see if we can get these tyres right this time, guys. He's indeed going onto the super softs.
Mayhem was only 8.2 seconds.
So Barley back on the correct tyres. He's on the super soft tyres. They should maybe get into mid to like 36s.
Mayhem's coming in.
Yeah, Mercedes crew are out. Mercedes crew are out. They're going to switch him onto the soft
tyre,
fresh set of tops. His last fresh set.
30 laps to go. Can he get to the end on those?
It's a fantastic stop there by the Mercedes crew, getting to work.
As J19 goes into second place.
Oh, that's going to be tight with the Williams coming down the pits.
We've got Wellesley Boz Renault in the way again. Over Mayhem and Mikey Holt. This could have got interesting, but it stays out the way.
They've got to skin the Renault there quite quickly. Oh, the Williams sliding a little bit there, coming out of turn 5.
I'll tell you what, J19 got a good undercut on his last stop with those softs. Managed to get himself up to second in front of Mayhem. I'm sure he's stopped recently.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that one, Vern. I was busily down at Williams. Trying to find out what was going on with the tyres. With Barley there, but
he's shown us stop twice as J19. I don't recall him using 2 sets of inters when it was wet earlier.
No, I think he was one of the smarter ones. I think he stayed out as long as he could on the inters.
You might want to catch this back with that actually Mikey Hall is managing to keep it tidy as well. He's going to have DRS this next time around.
Can he get a good run at the last corner? Ooh. Did he try and have a go up the inside there in the last turn there?
Just a very different line to start off.
You've got the DRS wide open, down into 1. He's looked in, showed him a nose. Can't believe the mediums are working so well today. Another chance for DRS. The Mercedes goes defensive.
No, he can't. Is Mayhem just trying to figure out where those soft tyres are in terms of grip? So he's just come out on them, don't forget.
I will check with Mercedes to make sure they were actually a fresh set and not a soft set.
Oh, Mikey Hall was...
He must have damaged his car.
Has he got damage?
It doesn't.
He's alright.
I think he managed to survive that one, guys. He's very lucky indeed.
It's okay. How he survived that, I do not know.
He's weaving the car around to check. There's no damage on the nose. He's got all of these cascades and plates.
Yeah, I'm on board his nose cam and it doesn't appear to be any parts missing. He's got very lucky there.
However, I'm saying that it has let Mike disappear out the road a little bit there, though. Just gave him a little bit of breathing space. Let's see if the Mercedes driver can get his foot down and try and catch up his teammate, who's just absolutely disappearing up the road.
Well, Mayhem's got to deal with J19 first for second place before he can even think about his teammate. There's Mayhem.
Well, the Mercedes obviously is looking a dominant car this season again. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem if he can get close enough.
9 second gap right now between Mayhem and J19. How quickly can he close that gap, if at all?
I think it's a bit of a tall order there to catch up that much time with what, 28 laps remaining.
9 second gap's possible, depends.
Just a half distance, so.
30-second gap between the two Mercedes cars, though. Yeah, I agree with you from earlier, Dave. I don't think anyone can catch Dave unless Dave
is a pretty quick guy.
I'd say unless Dave has any kind of issues or penalties, I don't think he's going to get caught.
I know that he's very outspoken in the driver's press conference. He's normally one of the first guys to speak his mind.
Sometimes you just have to wonder in the press conferences whether he's actually asking the questions. He does talk a lot sometimes.
He'll certainly take up the each in the columns. We quite like that. I like to encourage that. I quite like it.
It's down to 8 seconds now between J19 and Mayhem, so a second that gap was reduced by that lap.
So you said then that J19 has only stopped twice?
He's stopped twice, but so has Dave 1025. He's only stopped twice as well.
Interesting, because the other guys have stopped for a third time, haven't they? So
yeah, they have. Yeah.
If he can stretch this stint out a bit, then he'd only need to stop once more.
Yeah, I think Mayhem only stopped the third time. Didn't he damage his wing at the start?
There was quite a few noses being replaced.
I think Dave 1025 and J19 were the only two drivers better keep their noses clean for the entire part of the race when it was wet, when they only had to use the one set of intermediates.
He has been on one set of dry tyres, and I think there's some cars out there who used their 2 sets of soft tyres, slick tyres.
Yes, we know the Mercedes drivers have recently both pitted, haven't they?
They have indeed, yeah.
I think Dave managed to do the entire wet stint on the one set.
It's interesting, guys. Mike Mayhem's just done a fastest lap race there. We didn't see it. He was just on 1:29.4.
He's looking pretty comfortable in that car.
The gap's down to 6.
Putting his foot down.
Gap's down to 5.5. Made up 4.9 between Mayhem and J19.
Well, you know, Dave's lapping in the 130s quite consistently there. His last few laps are in the 130s. J19's doing sort of mid-30s, 31s even, as I say, Mike's flying. He's only man in the 29s at the moment, Dave. And he's just gone.
Mayhem, his tyre must be fresher.
I think they are. I think they only went on about maybe 8 to 10 laps ago, whereas everyone else, I think, is coming to the end of their life. But he's certainly banging in the lap times. Is our third place man.
And he might benefit from DRS here as well with Mayhem coming up to the Williams. He might just get some DRS here to help him get down the straights. No, he didn't quite.
And we've got someone exiting the pits. It's one of the Ferraris.
That'll be Callum. That'll be Callum
again.
Pitting for the 7th time.
He's enjoyed the pit road today.
Yeah, 7 times through the pit lane for Callum now, and we're only just over half distance.
He's been down the pit road so much they're going to invite him to the Christmas party this year.
Is that J19 just ahead of Mayhem there? It is, you know. It's 2 seconds. Where is that time gone?
Bunching up. It isn't bunching up really nicely.
Possibly they may have been back there.
Possibly, yeah. But also the gap between Mayhem and third and the leaders come down to less than half a minute now. That gap is coming down between the 2 Mercedes drivers as well. A fair amount.
I think our leader is maybe struggling a little bit on these soft tyres.
Is he struggling or is he just taking it easy? Is he just making sure, keeping it clean, keeping it on the track? Maybe saving a bit of fuel as well. Does that J9... Oh, did J19 miss the pit entrance?
Oh,
did he? No, he just made it
strange.
In. He was too hot going into the pit lane there and he nearly missed it.
Is he going to get penalised for maybe speeding in the pit lane?
I think it looked like he managed to slow it down in time, but he nearly didn't slow it down enough to even make it into the pit lane.
And that's another fresh set of soft tyres there for J19.
So 24 laps to go. That should get him to the end now.
That should be his last stop.
Yes, it doesn't look like Mayhem is the quickest car on track at the moment still.
He certainly looks quick, he looks... He's certainly pushing.
We've had a change of position there because the Ferrari pitted, which obviously now promotes Mike Mayhem into second, right?
Yep. And he's just taken half a second out of Dave 1025 in that middle sector alone.
He's got a clear open, he's maybe got a back marker of one of the Hassies in front of him, but after that it's pretty much a straight drag race to his teammate. Now, I don't mean to worry anybody down at Mercedes, but I swear I just saw a puff of white smoke out the back of that machine. Whether it was tyre block up.
Good 6 or 7 times.
I'm just thinking it's 27.6 and we've got 23 laps to go. He's close to... at the moment he's lapping close enough to be getting a second a lap. I don't think this race is over yet, you know, between these 2 Mercedes cars. Although the gap is big now, Mayhem is closing.
It also depends strategy Daisy tries to do. If he wants to come in early, he may feel like putting a hard time just to get to the end, and that could compromise him. He stretch his stint out and get another set of softs.
And can he go far enough to do super soft at the end?
Well, let's have a little wander down to Mercedes and I'll get back to you.
The only thing is they'll be talking to each other by next 50 feet or maybe not.
I can't imagine Dave will be talking too much. He's out in front on his own. Be more Mayhem. Probably might be playing a few mind games possibly regarding the gap between the 2. which is currently showing us 27.4 seconds. He hasn't actually closed that much this lap. He's only about 4 tenths so far this lap.
It's very wide for time. I think it's maybe starting just to overcontrol it.
So
As it goes
Gap's
27.7.
gone up again.
if you're Mike Mayhem now, what do we run another 4 laps on these tyres and then switch over to the super soft, so you last see if you can drag out
He's not been on these tyres long.
18 laps. No, but maybe you could do the last 18 laps on the faster tyre. I've had it confirmed, sorry to cut over you, I've had it confirmed that Dave needs to hit again. He does need to pit one more time. He's not going to make...
I would expect both of these cars to be pitted. The question is, who's got the better time for the moment?
I think Mayhem would be a lot quicker as well if he would. He's just making too many errors at the moment. He's closing the gap a lot, and then he makes an error, and the gap goes back up to what it was previously.
Dave's going to get some DRS now from the back marker, which he didn't actually get. Oh, he has. I can't tell whether he's activated his wing. He doesn't look like he has.
So what's the situation at the moment with Mikey Hull at the moment? Because according to Race Director, he has got a total of 6 seconds of penalties. According to Race Director, he's got 2 3-second penalties that have been added to him. J19 449.
He's got soft tyres, so he might actually catch it.
Michael still on the mediums. Looks like Putland has just
on the medium, but
been lapped by Mayhem as well.
yeah, but Pudbury's struggling a little bit there. The Ferrari, I think, looks like it's slowly catching, reeling him in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Putland's a minute 59 behind the leader, and that Ferrari behind him is 3 minutes 31 behind. So
They did look pretty close. Yeah, I thought it was J19 catching him up there, but no, you're right, it is Callum. Callum is just unlapped himself again.
well, he's allowed to do so if he feels he's got the pace to pull away. Then he can do so. So he is in a race on his own because he's had so many stops. He is so far behind. He's 92 seconds behind Klatt and Sick.
Yeah.
So he's effectively near enough a
indeed.
lap down. He's so close to being a lap down to the car technically ahead of him on the road.
Yeah.
So it's a case for Callum. I think just to go as fast as possible, see if he can get some decent lap times.
I can confirm the Mercedes crew are ready now for the leader. I do believe he's going to be pitting this lap. Let's see what tyres they're going to ready up for him. I'm assuming they're going to go for
No, he's going round again. He's going round again.
He's going round one more time. They are ready for him. We've got the tyres ready from the racks.
There's the pit stop maybe for Mayhem.
It's a set of super softs that they were ready not there for Dave. Or was it for Mayhem?
The gap's down to 26.4, so again he's taken a good 6-7 tenths out of this lap. He's been pushing this lap.
Both the Polish drivers are getting called into pit.
Going round again.
Continuing round. They are getting called in though. The green lights are on there. They are getting called in.
I'm not seeing a green light on any of them on my screen.
Not even if you cockpit mode, you can still, if you go cockpit mode, you can tell whether they're called in, being called in.
Oh, Mikey Hold's in the pits for P3, and he's just sped in the pit lane, I think. He looked to be going too quick.
It's a set of soft tyres there for the Williams crew. Going to work pretty
Yeah,
quick,
Mikey Hole's got a drive through for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, he did. That means he's left to come in.
And he's quit. He's retired.
It's a shame there. It's one penalty too many, we think.
Well, he retired first, so hopefully his car should pull off.
It's a bit of a shame there.
Yeah, and he still would have got some decent points.
He would have got some good points for the first race. Yeah, for the race of the season. For the first race of the season, you want something on the board. I don't think Claire Williams will be too happy with a retirement for no reason.
Okay, he may have lost the position to... I'm just thinking, would he have lost the position at all in the drive-through? Or was he so far ahead where he would have held on to
I
third
don't think it
place?
would have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered. He would have probably come out with more than enough time. You got to remember that Ferrari's quite a long way away.
Now these two Mercedes have carried on. There's only 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've got a situation now that not too far away from where P3 on the track J19 has come up to lap Putterland, who's in P4. So it shows how strung out those two are. Putterland just going through turn 5 now, where J19 is just going through turn 3.
And that was Carson as he pitted again.
Super. Is Putterland trying to go to the end here?
He has to, doesn't he?
But don't forget, he's been on those tyres since it dried up, hasn't he? I'm sure he didn't he pit for those lap, would it have been lap 15 or so?
We've got the Williams exit in the pit now.
Barley, I would expect, would it?
I'm assuming that's Barley that's
Yeah, he's gone off.
Yeah, it is indeed.
He's gone off at turn 1.
He's gone on to the super soft tyres for the last stint. He's got 20 laps left to go now in this race. Can he make them work?
23.3 seconds is the gap now between the top two, with 17 laps to go. Oh, don't think he's got enough time. He's not catched him quick enough.
No, the gap certainly has stabilised a little bit between their leaders. Both on the same tyre.
It's getting colder.
Sorry guys, just to butt in there, I've just grabbed a quick word with the McLaren driver. I've got Mike with me, Mike Whiteside here with me for McLaren. See if we can get a bit of a viewpoint here of his race.
I wanted to let a race, but
What was going on out there, Mike? See a little bit of...
wet weather, mate. Yeah, not very good in there. Car didn't seem to handle really well. The guys who did the setup did a terrible job. Then I pitted too early for the dry tyres. I had no grip.
Yeah, we saw that.
I noticed that before you did, guys.
Yeah, and pitted
roll the dice,
again,
mate.
Yeah, pitted again later on, and then just lost my gear on the corner, and then went into a wall. Yeah. One of them days, though, mate. You have some good races, you have some bad races, you have to move on.
Yeah, it's true.
And I go, hopefully, have a good race at Bahrain in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've
a little bit ahead.
for the next race as well, Mike. The safety car will be turned off unless it gets fixed. Which these issues were a little bit unforeseen, unfortunately. So we do apologise to the entire GP2 field for the events of
we
earlier.
lost, because of the 2 restarts, a few drivers dropped out. So we didn't have the fourth grid to start with in the third. first time looking. But the race seems to be going well. The ones that are in there.
I think the issue was the safety car. I think, you know, once we removed that, it's been fine. Unfortunately, the weather didn't really help, but unfortunately, when you get started twice, and then you get the wet weather, it's like, well, I'm not going to bother with this, so I can kind of understand.
Like, people that list the instructions, and that's why it seems to be we have to do it to restart, because people overtook the safety car, but you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, well, you do kind of trust what your engineer tells you, and unfortunately that's one instruction you've got to ignore in this game.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing as well was that for the second start, the safety car wasn't actually caused by us, it was caused by Soulman crashing out as well, so it wasn't actually us retiring that caused it, which was gutting, because if it had been a clean start, you guys wouldn't have had a safety car to deal with. And it probably will be pretty much finished by now, I would have thought.
Yeah, be over, yeah.
Sorry to cut in there, guys, but just to let you know, Mike Mayhem has actually taken over a second.
Oh, it's 2 seconds, that sector. It's now 19.1. 2 seconds went.
No. Flying out there, he's catching Dave hand over fist. Dave's just maybe turn the engine down and maybe a touch or two.
I don't think he can afford to turn the engine down, because that gap is now at a position where he's catching him so quickly. It's another half a second. That middle set, so that's 1.5 seconds. It's been taken out of the gap.
Well, that's interesting. I've just had a quick word with Toto, and he's informed me that both cars haven't got to stop anymore.
No,
he's telling me they're both. He's telling me they're both going to try and push it to the end now. They feel that they've got enough grip.
I can't see it. They've been on these. I think the predicted life of these soft tyres is about 25 laps, and they would have to do about 33, 34 in total for these tyres to get to the end. So if they do go to the end, they're going to be struggling in the last 5-6 laps.
Maybe they know something down at Mercedes that we don't, but that's what I've just been told there. That Haas is... Oh, it's not the Haas. It's J19 struggling in that Ferrari, trying to keep that back end under control.
Another 4/10 in the first sector, in Mayhem's favour. 18.3 now, with 14 laps to go.
We've got Puverland finally getting rid of their medium tyres. He's been on them for ages. He's going on to a set of fresh super soft tyres now. For the remainder, what he got now, 15
There'll be
laps.
14 laps for him. He's a lap down, so it'll be about 14 laps for him.
So he exits the pit lane now. Comes out just in front of the house. I think it's been lapped. And the leader now starting lap 45 of 58. One of the Ferraris coming out of the pit. And there's J19. He's gone on to a set of super softs as well.
.7 the gap. That's another second, was it?
I think so, yeah. There was a bit of a timing glitch there. It's saying
I think we've noticed with if when people pit, it seems to get the timing screen into a bit of a confusing loop, which may have been the cause for the safety cars earlier as well. If people had stayed out, it might have been all right. But because we're people with damaged cars, that just didn't happen.
Now the closest battle on track at the moment I've got is with Classman and Puva really for fourth, fifth. Puva just come out of the pits a couple of laps ago, which allowed the Haas to catch up. He finally went off the mediums. They come off the car. They was absolutely destroyed.
Dave 1025 is in the pits, guys.
And we've got a pitter.
The leader is in the pits and he's going on to super soft.
He's on the super soft tyre. It's a great work again by the Mercedes crew.
Mayhem going round for another lap. He had to, otherwise he probably would have got held up.
Coming round now. Is he going to take the lead
yes,
here?
He will take the lead briefly.
He's got the lead.
Surely Dave will get the undercut and that should be able to gap even more.
Okay, well it looks like I've been lied to by Toto Wolff a little bit, because he assured me that both drivers... He said that both drivers were staying out, but obviously he's got a bit of a funny accent. Maybe I picked up... Maybe I picked up the wrong information there.
Mayhem is pushing.
I stood the interview lads and we're shooting off. Got a few. Go talk to the engineers about problems and sort it all out.
No
Okay,
problem, Mike.
hopefully you have a better time in Bahrain.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Let me take that mic off, mate. Thanks very much for that.
Catch us later.
Always good to speak to one of the McLaren drivers there.
Mayhem is really pushing at the moment.
Flags on the Williams.
I've noticed a lot of the brake markers have gone around the track. A lot of them have disappeared around certain parts of the track.
Yep.
Mayhem gonna pit, or is he staying out? He's staying out, you know, guys.
He's staying out.
Is he gonna try and go to the end?
Unless maybe he's trying to build a bit of a gap.
Well, Dave's only 5 seconds behind, so
yeah. And he was nearly a second slower as well at that Pike than his previous lap.
if
So
Mayhem's
he's
gonna
losing
pit,
a bit of time.
if Mayhem's gonna pit, he's gonna have to pit now to have any chance of seamless. But
Maybe you come in this lap and you bolt on a set of super softs and you run it 10 laps and see what you got.
the problem is, if he leaves it too long, Dave would have gapped him back to about 30 seconds, I reckon.
The longer you leave it, the more
Now
the gap's going to
4.5
increase.
seconds. The gap's coming down in large chunks because of the fresher, softer tyres on Dave's car right now.
Yep. So the chaser becomes the chasee.
Oh, I noticed that Williams very wide at the exit of the far chicane there in the background. Nice. Yes, he is. He's in.
The Mercedes crew are ready. Is it the super softs are ready now? The super softs are ready.
Yes. But has he lost too much time though, staying out that extra lap?
Probably, he's going to lose a bit of time.
That was a speedy pit work there by the Mercedes
Let's
crew.
have a look what the gap will be at the end of the first sector.
We've got 12 seconds from the clock. He's nearly half that deficit. I've got a Williams in the pits too, switching onto the soft tyre.
Well, Mayhem's off.
As he runs wide at 2.
That was Callum, I believe, in the Ferrari unlapped himself again.
He was unlapping himself. He's 3 minutes down the road, but he's still fighting. Bless him. You got to give him a lot of credit for staying with it when a lot of others around him have quit.
What's the gap now? It's 20 seconds. In 10 laps, he needs 2 seconds a lap, but he's not going to do that, surely.
It's a tall order. Oh, there's an incident. There's an incident at the last turn. I think it's the AI again. Is the Renault? It's kind of causing problems for the Ferrari and the Haas.
That's J19. J19 and P3 having issues.
They finally get through.
Has he got any damage?
Now, the leaders are going to be catching up to that AI car within the next lap or two. That could well be the problem. that Mike Mayhem was waiting for Dave to run into. Both of the super soft tyres. I'm assuming that they're just going to have a straight fight.
Just to go back to those leaders though, like them to have some fresher tyres, but when Dave's tyres just kind of drop off really stiff, if they do drop off quickly when they're travelling.
Yeah, Mayhem managed to take 6/10 out of Dave that last lap, but it's not enough. He needs over 2 seconds a lap to have any chance of catching.
Once again, I'm really sorry if we're dominating our coverage here of the Mercedes battle, but it really is a fascinating one. Who's going to come out on top?
Half a second, that first sector. It's really the only battle on the track. Everyone else is so strung out. So there's over a minute gap between third and fourth. Again, it's about 15 seconds
So the
between
leader,
fourth and fifth.
the leader now coming up to the Renault. Is it going to be nice? Oh,
Yeah, oh, not really, not really.
Oh, it could have been a bit nicer.
That would have lost Dave a little
Slowing
bit of
him up a
time.
little bit of time, maybe a second, maybe maximum.
We'll see, it was 18.6 at the end of sector 2. How much time would Dave have lost? He'd probably, yeah, half a second to a second.
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing it would have been that much. I think the Renault driver there needs to be a bit more aware of what's in his mirrors.
Yeah, half a second, only 18.1. With 8 laps to go, or 9 laps to go, it's still 2 seconds lapping these. He's just not doing enough. So Dave just needs to keep it clean, keep it tidy on the road. No time penalties, which I don't believe he's got right now. And he will be fine. Oh no, Dave has got a 3-second time penalty, guys. From lap 48. He's been given a 3-second time penalty. So make that 15 seconds the gap.
And Mike hasn't got any, no, they're not to
I can't
negate
see
that at all.
I can't see Mayhem. He's
No,
had
I
a
can't see him down
warning
there either.
for a collision with Mike Whiteside early in the race, and he's had one warning for.
It's interesting, actually. Vern
Not in-
mentioned about that happened on lap 48. That for Dave, that penalty.
Well, you think that Mike Mayhem's only had one warning for exceeding track limits the entire race.
Yeah, and as Dave's pushing, he got that 3 laps to go for exceeding track limits. So he's got to be careful in these dying laps, just to keep, like you say, keep that car on the grey stuff, try not to take too many liberties.
He's at 1.1 in that last sector.
So he's almost doing 2 seconds.
And he's got to
Almost.
16 seconds on the last lap, now 16.2.
And you've got to think at the moment, with that 3-second time penalty for Dave as well, he's only got to get to within 3 seconds to take this race. So think of it, 13.2 seconds to gap.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
if Dave
still-
doesn't. That's if Dave 1025 doesn't pick up any more penalties
Yeah,
for the remaining
we'll keep
7
an eye
laps.
on that, but that's another 7/10.
5 now.
This is, I tell you what, this is not over yet. With this time penalty for Dave, this is not over yet. As we just clock engine power,
Yeah.
differential, everything probably up to 11.
Yeah,
14.9, another 6/10. So that's 1.1.
Save fuel as well. Must have saved fuel.
1.1 this lap already so far. And he's pushing.
and they need to come through now to complete lap 52, 58, 6 to go here at Australia. It's been a fascinating race, wet to start, lots of retirements, people crashing out, and then it dried up. And the two Mercedes boys here really giving us a good performance.
14.7. So,
Just 2 times in the last sector. So
yeah.
it's
But it's 11.7 he needs to take out of him in the last 7 laps. 6-7 laps to take this win from Dave, assuming neither of them get any more time penalties.
Well, it looks like Mike Mayhem's closing up to one of the back markers of the Ferraris at the back of the lap. Maybe he can get close enough to get a bit of DRS activated.
Is that Callum again, or is that J19?
I think that's Callum.
No, it's J19. He's coming up the lap.
It is J19. Yeah, Callum's coming round. 10, 6, and 7 now. Still in 6th place.
With the penalty to consider, it's now 10.9 if you take the penalty into consideration.
So we've got Dave 10.25 in first, Mayhem in second, J19 third, Puther in fourth, Klaas in Haas in fifth, and Callum in sixth, with Barley rounding it up in seventh for Williams.
Stayed at 13.9.
I think David managed just around his first sector.
The first two sectors.
Guys, it looks like we've got a smoking Williams down in 7th place. Is this another retirement for Barley in the Williams? It's certainly puffing out a little bit of smoke.
Well,
I think his
engine blew in the test race 2 weeks ago, didn't it? So
it's certainly got a little bit of smoke coming out the back of that Mercedes engine. It should
have issues for the Williams.
I remember a similar issue with the Renaults at Spain last week. For the F1 drivers having a few smoky engines, weren't they, Dave?
You did, yeah, but I think that maybe seems to be the
There's quite a few smoky engines that race.
We've hoped to have got over that issue for the race next week. We hope to be on it for Australia next weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, that is definitely 1-6 sounding Williams out there. It should do the distance, should be fine. Yeah, the gap's come down an awful lot now. It's now down to 13
It's actually gone up to 13.2.
Yeah, just run up on that last. I have a feeling that he had a bit of extra fuel, but now he's got back to the standard.
Yep. However, Dave is catching the tricky Renault.
He's just passed him. He's already passed him.
I did see him before I went back to have a look at Mike. He was close. Bit of a lock up there. He gets away with it.
He's 4.5 laps away from taking the opening race win for the new GP2 season.
Well, I have a feeling that he actually won the last race of the last season. He was certainly doing well.
Yeah, I was talking to Dave after the press conference on Thursday, and he's certainly talking up his chances this season, which is always nice to hear.
12.4, 8/10 this lap. He's got the Ferrari and the Renault. He's been held up massively by the Renault on the exit of the last turn. And it cost him a second.
Well, I do believe that as this is the first actual official league race, then I'm fairly sure that Wellesley Bob is responsible for that Renault, right?
He is.
I think maybe it should be a mandatory penalty for not doing it anyway, if they're causing trouble or not. There should be some incentive there to get you back on and get it off the track. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to sound like Alain Prost running into the FIA when things don't go right, but yeah, should be a mandatory penalty imposed maybe
But
for just
also to
not coming back,
also
and then let alone what other incidents on top.
also to make it clear, even though his car's still going around, and at the moment it's shown as being P8, he will not score points either, because he's actually not racing. So he can't allow the AI to complete the race for him to score points.
Yeah, otherwise we will be doing that.
So we've only got the top 7 here today going to be scoring.
In fact, I'm a bit disappointed that isn't a rule, because I'd probably get the points that way.
Oh, the
Right now,
Haas.
coming down the turn 3, we've got a Haas and a Ferrari in the way here.
The Haas was so close to binning it into the wall when he exited too.
Slightly negotiating his way around the Haas, now the Ferrari.
Oh, he's wide in turn 5. He's done that quite a lot. Get onto the AstroTurf for the exit at turn 5.
It is a tricky turn there, does want to kind of pull you out.
Well, that AstroTurf can easily spin your rear tyres up and send you into the wall if you're not careful.
Yeah, I've visited that Pirelli sign a few times.
I've hit it a number of times myself in practice. He's still pushing, but it's
the time's come down a bit though, right? I mean, they're down to 12.4. So
yeah, but he still needs another 9.4 to be technically in front with the time penalty of Dave's.
And we're on the penultimate lap now from the leader.
Yeah, so it's a done deal, this one. It should be a done deal now.
Yeah, he's still dropping time every lap though, half a second each lap. It's not quite what...
12. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not what Mike wants, but that's what he's going to get this afternoon.
Plus, looking at this sun, it's pretty low. It must be pretty tricky for the drivers now with the glare and the shadows. So you don't want to be taking risks.
They'd have been wondering where the hell that sun was earlier when the race started. Let me tell you. So with 1 lap to go, then it's the Team Mercedes out front, the Ferrari in 3rd. He's actually had a really good drive, J19. He's stuck with it. In fact, hats off to all the people still racing around, including Puba, who's just gone off at turn 12 or 13, that was. Yeah, sticking with the race, it's been a tough afternoon for them all out there. There's a lot of points left on the table here, you know. A few drivers should have stayed in it, they'd have picked up at least a couple of points.
Yep, there's still 8th, 9th and 10th. Would have been up for grabs for 3 more drivers if they stuck it out.
And we all know, you know, a couple of points can make a difference. You've only got to ask Felipe Massa back in 2008, and he lost it by and Prost winning the championship by half a point, was it? Nicky Lauda, I think, won it by half a point.
Well, I think the best example of that is Vettel in 2010, taking the title in the last race, having not led the title for the entire season.
Yeah, well, everyone thought it was between Alonso
and Webber, but Vettel came and snuck in at the last. But it looks like it's going to be a perfect start for Mercedes here. A 1-2, 43 points for the constructors, and yeah, a nice healthy gap already in the constructors, and it looks good for the season as well for the drivers.
Yeah.
2 very quick rounds there.
In 2 very quick cars.
Dave comes up to the final.
Smoking Williams. Yeah, Smokey. We're going to have a smoky end to this race. It's a fantastic
Final corner
drive
for
by
Dave, and here he comes to cross the line and takes what
successful.
To be honest, it's been a very, very comfortable victory for him today. He hasn't really had many issues to worry about.
Mayhem finishing up in second.
Only 8.6 the gap in the end.
He got that down. He's just a little bit too much left work to do. Just a tad.
Now J19's already crossed the line for third. We've missed that, unfortunately. The next car across the line will be Putland for P4.
Yeah, we've had Haas already go through. And here comes Callum now to conclude what has been a fantastic afternoon of racing here on RaceStation.net. Once again, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure sharing some country with you both.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Just hope we can have a bit more of an event-free race at Bahrain.
Yeah.
In terms of getting the race started.
And don't forget, Vern, they don't drink alcohol in Bahrain, okay? So be a bit careful, mate.
I've got to get on the podium first.
I'm not talking about the fixing, I'm talking about the commentating. I know you like the sneaky little cans of lager.
And here comes Putland across the line for P4. And that, I believe, is everyone. Everyone across the line.
So
and there we go then.
6 seconds in the end.
5.6, not bad at all.
Wow, yeah, he was 2 seconds away.
40 seconds. It was 40 seconds at one point, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was 45, I think, when he was battling with J19 for second place. And it just shows how well Mayhem raced, because he was battling with J19 for second and he ended up pretty much a lap ahead.
Look at the fastest lap. He was a second quicker than anyone else.
Yeah.
J19 was actually quicker than Dave his best lap, so...
Yeah.
And also Mayhem pitted one more time than Dave as well. And so he finished 5.5 seconds behind, having pitted once more. Who knows? It could have been very different.
Yep. That was indeed a funny race to watch, that was.
Well, as always, normally for every season opener, anything can happen, and it normally does for the opening race. Glitches with the cars, driving errors.
Let's have a quick chat with our winner, shall we? Have you got him on there? I've got him on, I think.
He might be shown as offline. He tends to like to put himself as offline, so he doesn't get messages during the race.
Sorry, Big Dave. Let me suggest Dave.
I've got him anyway, so...
Oh, okay. And I'll get Mike Mayhem in here, so we'll get the Mercedes boys in here, shall we?
I think Dave 19's on his way in now.
Hello.
Here he is.
Dave! Brilliant, mate. Really good job. Fantastic drive, mate.
Cheers, guys.
What was the secret to your success, do you think?
The rain. The rain at the start.
How did that help you?
Because it was quicker than everyone else. I think the gap after about 6 laps on the wet, I was at 16 seconds ahead of second, so I just kept building it and building it. And then
what was the
pitting for super
what was the deal with the tyres there? Everyone seemed to go onto the softs or the slicks really early and then really struggle. What was the track not telling you lies or something? Or?
Well, I was still getting spray on my screen and off the tyres, so I knew it was still wet.
Yeah, wet.
But
yeah.
I think people was trying to get
a jump. Yep.
A jump, but it just didn't work. And then as soon as I pitted,
it never does. It never does. Sorry.
Well, when Mayhem pitted, when Mayhem set fastest lap, I knew it was time to pit. So I pitted.
Talking of Mike, just joined us here, Mike Mayhem. Good, well done, mate. Good second place. We was watching you. We was watching you pushing there. We saw you get it every lap. We was egging you on a little bit just to give us a bit of a battle.
Yes,
We had the calculator on there, furiously working out whether you could do it or not.
We was all wondering whether or not he was going to have to pit, or he was going to, you know, whether you could make him last, or...
To be honest, I wasn't really bothered about the tyres. What really I was more bothered about was the incident with Wellesley Bob.
Right, yeah, we need to have a word really about that. I mean, we obviously, because the league's now started, he's now responsible for his car. So if you've got any appeals to make on Wellesley Bob, then feel free to go and make them, even though he was AI. Doesn't
It wasn't
matter.
when it was his AI, it was before all that.
Well,
I think Mayhem had a
Don't know
collision
if you used
at
caught
the
it.
first lap, didn't you?
Yeah, I got caught the first corner. I was behind Mikey, and on my screen, it looked like he virtually come to a dead stop, and I was already slowing up for the corner.
Was that anything to do with his lag? Because he was lagging, I think.
Mikey,
a bit.
no, I don't know, because when I was racing with him, it didn't seem like he was lagging.
What about Wellesley Bob?
Wellesley Bob had the
Wellesley
lag,
Bob
so...
lag a mania.
Oh, really? Okay, right.
Do you think that might have caused the incident at the start?
Whatever, but I know after I pitted and I was catching back up to everyone, the last corner he lagged off to the right, the left I mean, so I thought there's a clear space on the inside, and as I went, he lagged back into the back of my car and forced him off into the pits and me to spin half out.
Yep. Okay.
I just think the most annoying thing was that he didn't retire in the pits.
It's because he either disconnected or quit straight away, rather than retire first. Which is why he will probably see some punishment for that.
Yeah,
should. They had the incident in Mayhem when he got pushed into the pits. He's come back out angry and then he's just rage quit.
Yeah, he raged towards me, and me being me, I kicked off back.
No, that's, you know, I mean, two things don't make it right, but weren't you guys on chat? Weren't you chatting to each other, or don't...
Yeah, we were chatting to each other. I was saying, you're lagging, would you mind now it's passed? But getting no response, he just stayed the way he was.
Right, okay.
What happened, happened. Not my fault.
Because obviously, you know, that's one of the main reasons why the game chat should be what it is. That you can have at least have a... Not a whinge, it's not there to whinge, I'm sure, but it's there to let people know where you're at or what you're doing, you know.
Yes. It was a nightmare race, to be honest.
Yeah, it looked like it. I think, you know, all that at the start with the safety car was a bit of a joke.
Oh, it was just
A bit of a joke.
the worst start to the season you could possibly get.
And then obviously, you know, going to dry qualifying to a dry race, and then a dry qualifying, wet race, and stupid. What's he moaning about now? Fucking
Language.